Before the summer comes with the scorching sun that makes hunting more difficult, my group of hunters and I decided to organize a hunting trip in Utah. This is an area with ideal natural conditions and climate, creating favorable conditions for wild pigs to thrive, not only big and strong, but also agile and fierce like wild animals. And to make sure we don't return empty-handed, we brought the best hunting guns and well-trained hunting dogs. Now let's wait and see what Utah will bring us. Arriving in Utah, we could not hide our excitement. The high and open hills here would be an ideal place for observation and ambush. Soon, the first prey appeared. I held the gun steady, calmly aimed, and pulled the trigger. The prey fell on the spot. Not a bad start. Just as we were about to retreat to another area, the hound suddenly barked fiercely at a thicket just a few steps away from me. I went closer to investigate without taking my gun. A lone wild boar was hiding inside. The boar became angry when it saw someone approaching and charged at me. Quickly had another head-on encounter with another wild boar. Out of the bushes, the black boar suddenly jumped out. This time, I had a firm grip on my gun, but I only had about 2 seconds to time it correctly and pull the trigger. It fell over and lay motionless in the tree. After those suffocating moments, the team decided to change their ambush position. I didn't have to wait long before a wild boar came into my sights. I moved my gun to match its movements, timing it carefully, and pulled the trigger decisively. The next prize was within reach. The gunshot also alerted another prey nearby, much larger than the last one. It jumped out from a bush, but still couldn't escape my gun barrel. About half an hour later, my dogs found a new prey. Hearing the echoing barks, I discovered a wild boar quite far away. In my hand was only a shotgun, but with the experience honed through many battles, I still aimed confidently. The bullet hit the target. The pig fell and rolled down the gentle hillside. The hunt was not over. After noon, I moved along the trails leading down the hill. The hounds found new prey. They excitedly formed a circle, not giving the boar a chance to escape. With the help of the dogs, this time everything went as easy as pie. By afternoon, the group was in a lush field that stretched across a hillside. Amidst the peaceful atmosphere, a wild boar suddenly darted across. Hunting wild boars is like that, always thrilling to the point of breathlessness. It is that drama that makes the victories so worthwhile. My name is Xanis, a passionate hunter since childhood. I grew up among the mountains and forests of Galicia, where the sound of gunfire from wild boar hunts became a defining part of my early years. But this time, I set out for Los Angeles, a remote and rugged land in the southern part of the country, after receiving an invitation from an old friend. Come along with me as we embark on this adventure right now. At 6 a.m., we arrived at the mountain as planned. This hunt was different from the others. We brought along a drone for aerial scouting, paired with a team of elite hunting dogs. This combination made locating prey in the dense forest far more efficient. And we didn't have to wait long. The first target soon revealed itself. I quickly moved into a good vantage point and took aim. The gunshot rang out powerfully, and the boar succumbed to a fate that had already been sealed. After our initial success, we changed tactics, splitting into smaller groups and positioning ourselves at different strategic points. from where Paul and I were stationed, a herd of boars suddenly came into view. They bolted so fast that we had to fire immediately. Despite the chaos, our hurried shots still managed to reach. Wild boars can run at speeds of up to 40 km/h. That's why even seasoned hunters like us sometimes miss. It's just part of the game. At other locations, my teammates were also having success, taking down several more targets. The boars, with their scruffy, black coats, scattered in a frenzy at the sound of gunfire. Yet even in the chaos, many couldn't escape the deadly aim of experienced hands. I made my way over to join the rest of the team in a coordinated ambush. Suddenly, what a sight below, one boar was being closely pursued by a pack of dogs. Despite the relentless attack, it managed to break free and charged up the hillside. There was no time to lose. I took aim and quickly squeezed the trigger. 2 shots thundered across the slope, and only then did the boar finally collapse. Though I've been on countless hunts, I still can't help but admire the sheer endurance and survival instinct of these animals. Before we could even catch our breath, another target appeared, forcing us to raise our rifles once more. This lone boar sprinted off at incredible speed, cunningly weaving into the brush to escape, leaving behind only a cloud of dust in the wake of our missed shots. Then, as if to make up for the one that got away, another boar suddenly emerged. This time, I stayed calm, took careful aim, and waited for the perfect moment. A precise shot to the wing brought the boar crashing down instantly. The next 10 minutes passed in silence, until a shadow suddenly darted by. Knowing I couldn't miss this chance, I fired immediately, but the shot went wide, and the target disappeared into the thick trees. Although we were already worn out, we kept searching patiently for more game. Then, finally, another boar appeared. Determined to redeem myself, I took a confident shot, sealing the hunt with a decisive and satisfying victory.